Hey guys, today I'm bringing you along for an extreme whole house clean with me. I'm going to be speed cleaning every room in my house and bringing you tons of cleaning motivation. I will be finding some real life gross messes as I clean my house, which I feel like always happens. And hopefully when you leave this video, you feel motivated, you're ready to tackle at least one thing in your home, or maybe you're just gonna sit back, relax, and watch me do all of the work. So, how are you guys doing? I'm kind of laughing because you can totally tell my mood, how much coffee I've had, where my energy levels are when I'm doing these voiceovers. So it is a Saturday morning. I've already had one strong cup of coffee, which I drink just straight black, and I am feeling very good, very caffeinated. So maybe these voiceovers are going to be kind of fun today, but I am bringing you along a whole house clean with me throughout 2 days. I created my to-do list, and I've been doing this lately, creating a to-do list just because I've been feeling a little unmotivated. So having a list, I'm a big list maker. I love checking things off. It makes me feel good. It's like satisfying. It makes me feel more motivated to keep going. I've also been blasting some 90s pop music as I clean, so those are kind of helping me get more motivated. And I don't know, when you hear some songs from your middle school, high school, college years, there's just something about it. It just gets you up, it gets you moving, so I want you guys to try it.
I just can't wait to see you again. From the first touch I've been craving ya. All of the nights up and down, and my head's going round. I said something you couldn't refuse. Dirty talking, but that's what I do. And when it feels right as a lion, baby, I'm not from the spot. I really like this a lot. And we knew what was going down. Left the others without a sound. Couldn't wait till we got outside. Couldn't wait to get home. Taking this.
So this was the first day of my cleaning. It was in the evening. I was getting the living room and the kitchen cleaned up, doing our nightly cleaning routine of just picking things up, like pretty basic. But I've been reaching for the Mrs. Meyer's multi-surface spray a lot here in the kitchen. I have the apple cider today, but I also have the acorn spice, which I like better. I've been using it to wipe down my countertops. It's not my absolute favorite for my countertops, meaning I love the spray, absolutely love it, but it does leave a very slight streak on my countertops. It's not really, really bad. Like, you really have to be looking, and I don't think anyone's looking at my countertops that closely. So it's not my favorite granite cleaner, but I love that scent, and I want that like fall scent in the air. So I've been using that a lot lately, but it's just so crazy because I know I have an international audience. I have people who live all over the country in the United States, but what you're seeing me clean now it was later in the evening, like maybe around 7 or 7:30, and it's still so bright out, but it's changing so quickly. Even I noticed that in the mornings when the twins are eating their breakfast, which just this week, which they sleep until 8, so we're probably not getting breakfast until after 8. I've had to start turning on the kitchen lights, and we haven't had to do that all summer long because the daylight hours are a lot longer, but I can tell they're getting shorter. So it's going to be dark here soon when I'm cleaning up here in the evening. But I had not planned on doing this, but I noticed there was a lot of dirty fingers, dirt, and who knows what else on the pantry door. And wait till you see how dirty that magic eraser sponge was. It was so dirty. So these doors were actually hiding a lot more dirt than I realized. Here I'm using the eCloth stainless steel pack to clean my appliances, and you just get them wet with water, and it is my go-to cleaner for stainless steel. They are great. There is a coupon code and a link in my description. They have cloths for pretty much all areas of your home. But then I was going to also wipe down the sink, and then right before bed I was taking Avery downstairs to clean the disaster of a basement. Like, it is so bad, you guys. Avery's been having some friends over, and they play house, they play family, and move stuff around, and it's just a disaster. So I was grabbing her, and she was going to come help me clean up, and yeah, we're going to get it done. But I want to thank you all for being here, being a part of Jamie's journey. You belong here. I want you to feel like you are a part of this community, and I just hope that when you're here, you see a wife and a mom. I am just trying my best. I am not perfect. I mean, you're going to see. I'm going to miss things because I can't do it all. And I just hope you feel like we are in this together. I'm not perfect, but I'm just trying my best. So thank you for being here, and please say hi to me. Whether you're new, whether you've been here for a long time, please say hi in the comment section. I kind of thought it would be fun just because when I clean up the basement, it's kind of boring because I'm just cleaning up all of these toys, that I would kind of give you a little background, just like more about Mike and I and our journey to where we are now. So Mike and I went to the same college. We went to Bowling Green State University in Bowling Green, Ohio. Go Falcons. So he graduated from there. We graduated from there together, and the college is about 20 minutes from our hometown, so we really had at the time never left Northwest Ohio. We never felt the need to leave or the want to leave, and I know that may sound weird, and a lot of people would tell us to get out, but that's just how we've always felt. But Mike's junior year of college, he had an internship at Target in our town, and he is a financial analyst right now. He majored in business and finance, but he was going to work and do some finance work for them in their finance department. So he had his internship that was in 2007, and he just had an amazing internship experience. They offered him a job his junior year. So he was going into his senior year of college with a job with an amazing pay, amazing benefits, retirement, like just all of this great. I mean, he got to go into his senior year and just relax, knowing he had this great opportunity coming. And I'm going to take a break because I don't want to get too long-winded on my voiceovers, but I have a story of how things didn't work out like we had expected them to, and how we had to pivot, and how maybe doors getting closed really open up others.
But you could not be more wrong. I love going out to where the music's too loud and where the people.
All right, so we have overflow going on over here, which Mike and I, so stay tuned for this video, should be coming up soon. Periodically, we just need to organize this space. It became a mess because we had to get the fall stuff out and just life, I guess. There's no other excuse. So we basically just need to come in and reorganize this. We don't have an attic. I know I've said that a million times, but think of anything that you place in your attic, that's what's in there. So it's stuff that we need on a once a year basis, that type of stuff. So we are overflowing right now. We need to organize. So I have some solutions, organizing solutions, so stay tuned for that video. But this is the fall bins, and I'm keeping it in here right now because I'm gonna need to get in here for Halloween and then Thanksgiving. So I just set it here since we don't use this bathroom very often. But I need to clean this toilet because, look at that, you guys. So gross. So gross. It's embarrassing. But you know what? I promise to show you guys real life messes. That's a real life mess.
I got your letter, guess this is better. You win sometimes, lose sometimes, no need.
If you are a frequent follower of mine, then you know we've had this issue, not necessarily down in this toilet, but in the upstairs toilet. And I've said this before, but there's definitely a correlation between the time of the year that I see these messes. So I have not seen a mess like that, like the mold, which we've tried the tabs that go in the toilet tank and inside the bowl. None of that works. I have not seen this mess, this mold mess, in months. Like not all summer, but now it's showing up. Now the twins and Avery's bathroom upstairs, always, like if you go back to all of my videos this summer, there was always this gross moldy mess in their toilet, even though I clean it frequently. But I haven't had that in the past couple of weeks. So there is something with the change of the seasons that affects the toilet bowls in our house. It's so crazy to me. But I'm assuming we're going to start having this issue in the basement, but I'd much rather have it in the basement than in the upstairs toilets. But speaking of Mike, you even get to see him later on in this video. He's going to help me make the bed after all of the bedding was washed, and he's going to say hi to you guys. So you get to see him.
Can't say I like it, but I can fight it. Some things are not meant to be, even if it's hard to see. I'll try to let go. It's not easy, you know. Some things are not meant to be. Let's skip the apologies. Ooh, 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 ooh. But I can help that I miss you.
Okay, so going back to the story about our life story after college and how all of this happened. Oh, and by the way, he had gotten that job offer, like I said, before he went to his senior year of college, and he had so many other job offers. This was in 2007, so many other job offers, but none of them compared to what Target had offered him. So he always said no. And he had also bought me an engagement ring that year because he didn't give it to me until we graduated in 2008, but he bought it for me because we had kind of talked about it, but we had been dating since we were 15. We didn't break up at all. So at 22, he was ready to propose. He knew he had this, really good, secure job. So he bought me a ring. And then 2008 hit. The economic crisis of 2008 happened. So just right as we were graduating and excited to get into the world, the working world, Target pulled his job offer. And it was just devastating because he had turned down so many other offers a senior year because he loved working with Target. Nothing compared to what they were offering him, and he was devastated. Not to mention, he had just bought me this ring, so he was, making payments on this engagement ring. So the only good thing I will say that happened was they took the original job offer, but they still gave him a job. It was just a manager of a local store. So it wasn't in finance. Like when you graduate college, you're like, I have all these skills and education. Like I'm ready to get into my field of work. And he was just managing like a store, which there's nothing wrong with that, but he was just excited to get into this financial world and get some experience. So he was a manager of a store, so way underqualified for what he did, but you know what? He needed to work. He needed to make money, so that's where he worked for a couple of years, and then I'll pick up here in a minute and tell you how everything else played out.
I miss you. Take you off. I came in way too strong. Cannot keep it low key.
So there's just something about starting your day out with having all of the bedding sitting here, laundry going, and even though things are kind of undone, I feel good. I feel like this is going to be a good day. It always propels me to keep going when I at least get some laundry started or things moving first thing in the morning. I'm ready for this day, you guys. Okay, so I got all of that laundry started this morning. The girls are playing outside right now. It's so nice. It is not too hot, but it's just like that perfect day where you can sit outside and you're not sweating. It's not cool at all. So we're letting the girls run off some steam. But during their nap time, I'm gonna continue on and clean some more downstairs. So stay tuned.
Did I want you more? Or when did I lose my perspective? Oh God, have I lost it? But my cravings for you so shameless, can't get enough. I've lost you, but I need you, and you're off my radar now. I've lost you, telling you that I need you, but you're off my radar now. I'm like
So he was a manager of a Target store while I was doing my student teaching. I actually have 2 degrees in education, and when I was finishing up getting my bachelor's, I was student teaching in a local high school in 2008. And then when I graduated, I could not find a teaching job locally. So I was offered by a professor to get my master's in education, and they would pay for my master's while I did an assistantship. So I worked. So basically I would work. I still got paid like a really low rate, I guess, or hourly, but then they paid for my master's. I worked in an inner city school and helped kids who come from low income homes. I helped them, like I was basically their coach, like their teacher. I would help them get good grades. I would help them study and get good test scores. I would help them apply to colleges when they were seniors. Like a lot of, those skills that this school was specifically lacking in when it came to their population. So I was getting my master's in curriculum and teaching, and he was working at Target as a manager. And then after that, when I finally graduated with my master's in 2009, we decided, he was not getting in any offers. I was not. So we felt like we needed to make a change. It wasn't a big change because, we like living close to family. So we decided to move to Columbus, Ohio, which is about 2.5 hours from where we live. And there's just more opportunities there. It's the capital of Ohio. So we moved there, and we moved there because he had applied to be a manager at Dick's Sporting Goods store. So we figured, let's just get there, and then he can apply to more financial jobs while we're there. Having roots there, having an address there, maybe he'll get more, at least, opportunities because he couldn't find anything else in the financial industry when he was applying to companies in Columbus. So we went there, and he was a manager at Dick's Sporting Goods, and I was a substitute teacher for Columbus area schools. So we were just kind of getting by. I'll take another break, but this was on day 2, and I was trying to clean the upstairs.
You were what I need, don't you understand? We were made to fall in love. Give me what I ask, let me hold your hand. Baby, you just have to know. You got me around your finger. You got me in a twisted state of love, but I refuse to see it. Yeah, you can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I can never keep.
We only ended up staying in Columbus for about a year. Like I said, barely getting by. I was a substitute teacher making about $60 a day. He was a store manager at Dick's Sporting Goods. Luckily, we didn't have kids. We lived in a small apartment, so we didn't have a mortgage. And finally, his big break came. He got offered to be a financial advisor and do investing back in the Toledo area, which he did, which is where all of our family was. It's where we wanted to end up when we had kids. So he got that offer. He had to pass a bunch of state tests to be able to be licensed to invest money and retirement and all of that. So that's what brought us back, and that job really propelled his career in the financial industry here, because he was able to get a bunch of certifications, which ended up helping him. A lot of companies wanted him because he had all this experience in investments and financial planning and all of that stuff. So that's how he got into his job. And maybe in another video, I'll talk more about my work history and my path.
Better say something that will changed my mind. Gotta give me something, 'cause I'm not blind. And I don't know how to enjoy it. Every time you tell me it's not there, I suppose that we won't stand a chance. We won't.
So I was just cleaning the baseboards in here, and then there were a few spots in the grout that were dirty. So this is where we keep our dog food and the dog's water, Reese. And the grout just gets more dirty in here. Here in the downstairs bathroom, I feel like I cleaned the grout the most. So I was just kind of spot cleaning the grout here, and I'm using the Resolve foaming carpet cleaner. So it's a carpet cleaner. You can use it on your carpet, but you just spray it on the grout. It's kind of fun. You let it sit for about 20 minutes or so, and then I sometimes scrub, sometimes I don't, I guess depending on the time I have. But because it's a carpet cleaner, it's like designed to remove stains, so it also can work on your grout. So I think it's great, and I was using a scrub brush from Grove Collaborative.
I don't know how to enjoy it. Every time you tell me it's not there, I suppose that we won't stand a chance.
So case in point, this was from the twins' room, and I vacuum once a week there with my Shark vacuum. So grateful to have this. Okay, so I sent Mike downstairs. He was working, and I'm gonna tackle the office. I don't get in here very much just because he's always working. So I was able to kick him out downstairs for a little bit, and I'm gonna clean up this office. I have some decorations. When I decorated for the fall, I want to store up here. My desk even has become a mess with just with back to school, and been working on some Cricut projects, so this room needs it.
I had a feeling you'd come back and save me from all those lonely nights and heartbreaks. And I feel misplaced without you. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to, never wanted to end it like we did. I guess shit happens for a reason, but it's like something feels different from back then. Why don't we go back to, why don't we go back to, honestly I'm open wide. I don't feel like we.
So originally the plan was for Mike to go back into his office after Labor Day, but because of everything going on, that has changed. So he is back home indefinitely. So I guess we'll see. But it's also crazy because he's been working from home full-time since March of 2020. So obviously he's been able to do his job effectively as the rest of his coworkers and his team. They're able to still collaborate. So I guess the question is there a need to ever go back into the office? I mean, obviously being at home, there's a lot of benefits. Working in an office, working face-to-face with your team members, there's some benefits. I think ideally he would like to go in about twice a week just to be able to connect with coworkers, get out of the house, collaborate. And sometimes it's easier when you're face-to-face, but he does enjoy working from home. And I think for us, it's a perfect situation because we're not working together. We're separated throughout the day. We have our own things, but we connect, during lunch, or he'll come down to get a drink or a snack and just walk through and chat with me or chat with the twins, or, like he can be here in the morning to help get Avery on the bus or off the bus, since, she doesn't get on the bus until 8:40 and gets off the bus at 4. So like if he was in the office, he wouldn't be here for either of those times. So I think for us, it ends up being the perfect situation, the perfect balance, because we're home a lot, but we're not working together. So there'd be no way, because he is and I talked about this in I think my last video, He is a type B person. I am type A. It just would not be good for our relationship if we were working together, but we enjoy being around each other. So we're together all day in the same house, but we're not working side by side, if that makes sense. So I think right now it's a perfect situation, and I guess we'll see, but I'm grateful that we've had this long with him home. I'm going to put my Instagram right here if you guys want to come over and find me over there. I share more than just your everyday, cleaning, more of my life, a little bit more of my girls. But yeah, if you guys want to come find me, come over there and say hi. Okay, so since I'm cleaning the whole house, cleaning every room over the past 2 days, I have realized I get asked frequently, what are your favorite things to clean, favorite rooms to clean, what are your least favorite? And like when you're just talking in general, like I like mopping, I like scrubbing the sink, things like that. I enjoy folding laundry, I think it's relaxing. I think I dislike cleaning the bathrooms the most, because as I'm like going around cleaning everything, I am dreading cleaning the bathrooms. I don't know what it is. I'm not even really cleaning the shower today, because you guys know I hate cleaning the shower. I might like do a little wipe out, so I'm not even cleaning the shower, but I'm dreading cleaning the bathroom for some reason, and I don't know what it is. So you guys let me know, what are your favorite things to clean and your least favorite areas / rooms to clean? So I mainly use the JAWS cleaning products here, and JAWS stands for Just Add Water System. So you just pop in and you buy little pods and you reuse the bottles. Like I've never had to buy another bottle, and I've had these bottles for 2 years maybe. So I was using the JAWS foaming bathroom cleaner on the vanity, the glass cleaner on my mirrors. Then I was going to quickly wipe out the shower. I wasn't going to do a full clean or anything like that, but I do self-tanner, like I loving tan self-tanner, and before I self-tan I exfoliate, and I use a sugar scrub. I forget what it's called, but it's from Target or Walmart, so if you're looking, just go to their website and type in sugar scrub, and it gets all over the shower. So I feel like I've been cleaning my shower more frequently just because of that sugar scrub. So I was cleaning that out and just cleaning the whole bathroom. So something I've noticed about myself is when I have these 2 or 3 day cleaning sessions, I try to focus cleaning mainly during nap time or at night. And I kind of go in these like sessions where I'll clean like 3 or 4 things at once. And I notice that whatever's at the end of a cleaning session, I put less effort into and I kind of skimp out on. So something that I try to do or try to be more cognizant of is when I'm planning out my cleaning schedule every week. So that's what I do. I sit down on Sundays, plan out my cleaning schedule, and I don't always want, the bathroom to be last because I put in less effort because I'm tired and over it. I don't have the motivation, but it's hard at the same time because I think about it and I want to put the most effort into the kitchen because the kitchen gets used more than any other room in the house. It gets the dirtiest. And if somebody were to come over, they're going to see my kitchen. You know what? They're not going to see my master bathroom. Nobody sees our master bathroom but our family. So it's like finding that balance of, okay, well, I do need to deep clean the master bathroom sometimes, but it's also hard to put in most of the effort when you have limited time. You only have so many hours in a day. You need to put your use your resources the best that you can, and when you utilize that energy when you have it. So it's hard because I tend to leave the bathrooms, especially upstairs, for the latter part of my cleaning sessions, and I'm not putting in as much effort into it, but it's also because nobody's going to see it. So honestly, I could go weeks without cleaning my bathrooms, which would be gross, but I could. And you know what? I think everyone would live. Nobody would care. So I don't know. Just kind of rambling here, giving you some of my thoughts. Are still napping. Mike is taking a little bit of a break and cutting the grass. This is one of the benefits of working from home, is that he can take a little bit of a break and cut the grass. That, I guess, is the only good thing about the cooler weather coming, is he won't have to cut the grass. And I am gonna finish up down here while the girls are still napping. All I have to do is vacuum and mop, and actually after lunch he ran the Norwal down here, so I don't even have to vacuum in the kitchen, just in the living room, and then I'm gonna mop in here. So trying to get this done. We have soccer tonight. I can't talk. So I'm gonna get moving and then get dinner started. So I want to mention that here in September, I am going to be putting up an extra video. So typically my posting schedule is every Sunday and then every other Thursday. So it ends up being about 2 Thursdays a month. I think in July, just because of how the Thursdays fell, I think like the first was on a Thursday and then the last day of the 31st, the last day of the month was on a Thursday. So I actually put up an extra video, Thursday video that month. But for the most part, it's 4 videos a month on Sundays and then 2 on Thursdays. But in September, I'm putting up an extra video on a Thursday because my parents have a pool and they're closing it up for the winter, and they're having some family members over to swim before they close it up. And my mom had foot surgery back in April, so it's still hard for her to get around, to bend and move. And my dad has been so busy with outdoor stuff. Like, they have a little bit of land, like not a lot of land, but they have definitely way more outdoor space than we do. They have the pool. It's a newer house. They built it March. They moved in March of 2020. So, I mean, they're still like working on their grass, like making sure their grass comes in, right? You know, he's just busy with outdoor stuff. So I told them that I would clean their house before those people come over. And my mom had asked if I would clean their furniture because it's never been cleaned before, and I was like, I got it, I got my Bissell, I will clean them. So I figured if I'm gonna clean over there, I might as well film it because you guys like seeing me clean in new spaces. It's a new house, it's different, it's a change. So I'm gonna film that and I'll just kind of make that an extra video. So an extra video this month. So I hope you're excited. Make sure you're subscribed, make sure you have the notifications turned on so you don't miss all of the fun. We just got home from soccer. We got all of the girls in their pajamas. Mike and I got the bed put together, and I'm gonna sit down and actually import this footage and start editing so I can get it up for Sunday. So it has been a long couple of days cleaning, but it always feels good to have the house nice and clean, even though it's not gonna last long. Anyways, thank you guys for sticking around until the end. You know I appreciate you. As does he.
I do. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks guys. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.